Hey guys, how's it going? I'm more fatty. So real quick, I'll give you guys a little bit of update about how I've been doing since I made that vlog and I dropped that 8 in heroic spam. You can see here my numbers have been very good since then. Overall in heroic spam, I'm averaging 22.19 points per game. Right now, currently, that's good for 5th best in our league, so I am playing very well. Since I dropped the 8, that 8 really fired me up and wanted me to make me want to show them that I do belong, and I, have done that up to this point. So you can see here, this is where I dropped that 8. And, since I dropped that 8, I went and I ripped off, let's see. So I went and I got 12 matches in a row where I didn't drop a drive. You can see there. And then I dropped one drive. Then I dropped a second drive. But pretty much, since I dropped that 8, I have... In 17 matches, I've only dropped 2 drives. So I've been playing very well. I'm very happy with my performance. I do want to point out a little bit that they have... It does seem like since they did the... since EA did the thing where they took everybody's coins and gave them back, that they changed some things with gameplay. So I do need to adjust to that a little bit and be aware of that. But you can see here, since I dropped that 8, I'm averaging 22.82 a game. I've only dropped a total of 2 drives in 17 matches. So yeah, things are going very well. That's kind of the update there. So we'll go ahead here and jump into our league versus league drives. I'm going to go to my play call script. You can see nothing has really changed here. One thing, though, is I do feel a little bit more comfortable using post corners again, so I will use that here and there if needed. And yeah, so I mean, hopefully you don't even have to refer to that at all. The one thing here is one of our league mates did play 2 different guys, so I'm going to try and help clean that up. So, but that should be helpful here. So I'm going to be playing Barry Brew for a drive. And the one drive I play against Barry Brew, I know that he has these 2 plays countered, assuming he's not live countering. And so, yeah. So, I mean, that's actually helpful for us. So I'm going to make sure, I avoid calling. I don't usually call play action tight end corner just because it's so commonly countered. But trips tight end halfback counter, I do like to use that play. So I will avoid calling that play here against Barry Brew for the one drive that I do play him. Yeah, and Barry Brew, looks like a weaker team, so shouldn't be too hard to get a 8 on him, and then I'm going to move on and play another guy twice. And his kicker has way too much kick power, so that's great for us. Don't even have to worry about taking the ball. So first drive, from the middle field, I'm going to call spread slot flags. He doesn't have it countered. And I like that coverage there. That's kind of the coverage you want to get, especially on first down, where you can get it to the slot, but Moss went ahead and dropped the ball. No big deal. So we're going to call trips empty tail cross. Counter for this is a dime. If it's counter, I'm going to get it to Gronk. If it's man, I'm going to be looking to get it to Falk. It is man coverage. Able to get it to Falk there for the first down. And I'm going to test for one more long pass. It's actually going to be halfback option. He doesn't have this countered either. Counter for this is nickel. Yeah, so I've been trying to hit wide receiver 2 more there when I get that kind of coverage. Wasn't ideal because I've rolled out, but there was absolutely nobody covering wide receiver 2. So I was able to find him there. I'm going to go play action here on second and short. Strong eye play action slide. Able to get that. Now I'm going to test for a couple run plays here. Weak eye double counter. Counter for this is 3-4. So he did counter that, soft counter, so we know that that's open. That's good information. Now I'm going to go with trips tight end wide receiver corner. Counter for this is nickel, so we know it's not countered. Able to get it inside the 5 there. And able to get it in there for the touchdown. All right, so off to a good start here. So we played our 1 drive against Barry Brew. We're going to go ahead and play 2 drives against somebody else. All right, so let's see here. We're going to find the next highest defense that hasn't been played. All right, so this guy Ty. This should be a good battle here. He's got a 99 defense, and my offense is only a 102, so we're pretty even. He's got Hightower at middle linebacker. He does have DeMarcus Ware, who's awesome in coverage over there. In my opinion, he shouldn't have his linebackers like this. He should have Ware on this side, and he shouldn't have this guy in at all. I'm not a fan of just vanilla plain just coverage linebackers, just because, you know, I'm just not a fan of one-dimensional type linebackers. I want my linebackers to be, you know, pretty well balanced, almost as good as they are in coverage as they are at pass rushing, because linebackers are blitzing pretty often. Now, obviously, if I was going to pick between the two, I'd rather have him be good at pass coverage. But these types of linebackers here, I'm not a huge fan of. But he does have him out there. So, you know, he has a good coverage linebacker out there on the tight end side, which is fine. You got slow defensive ends. Very slow defensive ends. Geno Atkins, pretty solid defensive tackle. So he has a slow defensive line. He does have McCourty. McCourty is great in coverage out there. He's made some plays on me in the past, so should be aware of that. And he's got a good second middle linebacker. Excuse me. He should probably have Zach Brown as his first middle linebacker instead of his second, but... and I'm not a fan of where he has Xavier Rhodes here. If I was him, I would have Xavier Rhodes at cornerback 2. Given that Rhodes has awesome strength, he's a perfect cornerback 2. Just because a lot of people run to the cornerback 2 side more often. So, yeah, I mean, I would just be switching Xavier Rhodes and Patrick Peterson if I were him. So he doesn't have his defensive players lined up optimally, in my opinion, but he does have a pretty good defense, so it should be an interesting and fun matchup here. All right, so first play from the right hash, we're going with spread slot flags. Right away, we know it's open, which is perfect for us. Snap the ball here. Get it up to Moss. Perfect. Should be able to get the one-play score. Nice. Beautiful. All right, so those are the kind of coverage I love to see there on spread slot flags from first down. Where they play, you know, they put a safety over the top on the deep route, and so, you know, it just leaves Moss one-on-one with the safety, which is perfect. That's what I like to see. Nice one-play banger there. And, you know, I'll give credit where credit's due. I did get that from CHF. He calls those one-play bangers. He's got a great channel. I'm sure you guys, if you're watching my channel, I'm sure you've seen his channel. Fair catch that there. So this guy's kick power is too high as well. Anytime I can fair catch it in the end zone, you know, I'll do that 10 times out of 10. And we do want to test here for one more long pass just because, you know, we know spread slot flags is open, but I do want to call a different play here and make sure. So this is open as well, halfback option. We're going to read the coverage here. This linebacker pressing up to the line of scrimmage tells me it's going to be, he's probably dropping in the zone. So yeah, we're just going to read it. And he is dropping in the zone. Able to get it to Gronk. So that's a good start there to the first drive. We have 2 long passes open now. Going to start testing for runs. He doesn't have this counter. The counter's a nickel. A nice run there for 10 yards. The weak eye double counter. Counter for this is 3-4, so this is open as well. See if we can break that. Oh, man. Wow, the truck didn't even register there. That's kind of frustrating. But we're going to go with trips tight end wide receiver corner. Counter for this is a nickel, so this might be countered. If it is countered, I can just roll to the right and hit the tight end. It isn't countered. Gronk's wide open out there. Able to get it to him for the touchdown. And we're going to get 24 here. We're going to toss this in. Man. Perfect. All right, guys. Hey, guys. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Any feedback would be greatly appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.